It's June 13th. We're out here doing a bio project. 79.873, repeating of course, of my friends our summer. The life of an AP Bio student.
Struggle's real.
Hey there! So you've decided to take AP Bio, right? Well, I'm going to tell you some helpful truths.
Stop! Don't do it! Don't do it!
No.
Don't take it!
Anyway, let's go take a look at some of the materials that you're going to need to succeed this year in AP Bio. Come on, let's go. Here are some of the supplies that you'll need next year to survive in AP Bio. Black pens, blue pens, ink cartridges, paper, lots of paper, color pencils, lots of color pencils, a Barron's book, more colored pencils, and a giant AP Bio notebook. Black pens. You need a giant pack of black pens for all of the lovely, lovely tests we take in this class. So you fill in the bubbles to do some math. Black pens are your best friend. Then you need some blue pens, because in this class we correct with blue pens only. Next, ink. Ink and paper. Lots of ink and lots of paper will be your best friend in this class. The amount of 36-page packets, 20-page lab reports, and other various interesting things will drain you of all of your paper and all of your ink more quickly than you could ever imagine. Next, let's talk about the bio notebook. Remember when you did this freshman year and you told yourself, there's no way I'm taking AP Bio? I'll never have to do this again. Well, guess what? You took AP Bio, now you get to do this again. The bio notebook is a glorious, glorious thing, filled with many late nights of work, always the day before it's due. While we're on the topic of our bio notebook, let's talk about my friend, the colored pencils. The colored pencils will be the difference between your 84 and your 84.5 when you color in all of the lovely, lovely pictures in your AP Bio book, and also the occasional coloring worksheets that will bump you up 5 points. Finally, we'll talk about our Barron's book as we move into our study habits section.
A common misconception is that you only use this Barron's AP Biology review book for cramming before the AP test. Well, I can tell you firsthand from experience that that is entirely not the case. This wonderful, wonderful review book can be used before any test, which is actually a great review tool. In fact, this book has helped me review for many other classes other than just AP Bio. Why, it's also helped me review for AP Calculus and AP Music Theory. So, using this book is a wonderful, wonderful tool. Another great way to review would be to watch those handy-dandy Bozeman videos. That Paul Anderson, he's a real guy, isn't he? And lastly, the best way to review out of everything is just to do your bio notebook before the test. Trust me, it'll work.
They say senior year is one of the easiest years of high school. If you are currently watching this video, I can tell you one thing. It won't be. Hello, my name is Mohammed Al-Hassani, and I'm going to give you some tips about surviving AP Bio. First of all, I want you to look around the classroom. Look at all your classmates. Make friends with them and don't make enemies. Those are the people that are going to determine what you get on a lot of the assignments that we take, including the notebook. While you're at it, look for some smart, responsible kids to be in your lab group. And it doesn't matter if you ditch your friend, because this is going to be very important when determining your scores on your lab reports. Speaking of lab reports, you should probably know how to write a lab. If you don't, go home, look it up, know how to write a lab before you take your first lab, because you need to know how to do a lab before you come in. Second of all, I'd like to talk about memory and how it works. So 3 years ago, if you remember, you probably took a regular bio class and said, wow, this is not as bad as I thought it would be. Well, I'm going to ask you to remember a lot of things from that class. And if you don't, go back to your freshman year bio notebook and read it. And know those things, because you're expected to know them. This has been Mohammed Al-Hassani on Surviving AP Bio.
Hey, have you seen Mohammed? I haven't seen him in a very long time.
Last thing I heard, he was taking AP Bio.
Which is actually a great review tool. So, don't crap.